So, how about them video games, folks? Hello. Hello, hello, hello.
So peaceful.
Why you gotta talk over me, Mary?
This whole area used to be a sacred place.
Sacred place, my
I
ass.
think I can see why. It's too bad we have to
I'm kinda half asleep, and I wanted to take it easy today. This is not easy to explain while this is ringing in my eardrums, huh? Look, I'm tired, alright? I'm trying to fix my fucked up sleeping, but I didn't want to not stream today, so... I've once again accessed my repository of in case of, like, low energy break glass stream ideas. I keep a list of these, by the way. This is not a joke. That's not a bit. Like, I really have that. And this is one of them. A relaxed playthrough of Silent Hill 2 the Enhanced Edition, which I have not done before. I've never played the Enhanced Edition. I couldn't be bothered. Let's put that on. Let's put the main screen on. I'm also drinking a tea here, in order to keep me awake somewhat. La-di-da. Hello, I'm in the corner. That's me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight.
I disagree.
I disagree.
We can't disagree twice. Make up your fucking mind. Max, thanks for the 21 months. But yes, Silent Hill 2 the Enhanced Edition is a fan-made mod that increases the visual fidelity of the PC port.
Hope
I'm
you're
allowed to
having
play
a
it.
good morning despite lack of sleep.
Well, I got... it's kind of lack of sleep.
Are you confusing me with someone else?
It's kind of my own fault, though.
You were always
But thank you,
so
Princess Kira,
forgetful.
for the 10 months.
Remember that time in the hotel?
Maria?
You can already see the improvements in the
You said
Enhanced
you took
Edition,
everything.
which is that it actually runs at
But
16
you
by 9
forgot that videotape.
because the actual PC version doesn't.
I wonder if it's still
I'm
there.
really tempted to move it slightly,
How do you know about
but I
that?
don't want to, because if I touch the
Aren't you
camera,
Maria?
bad things will happen. I'm just not gonna do it. I wonder how they got these cutscenes to actually play in 16 by 9. Because they're not letterboxed.
Are you taping again? Come on. I don't know why.
And they
but
don't
I
look
just love it
stretched.
here. So peaceful. You know what I heard? This whole area used to be a sacred place. I think I can see why. It's too bad we have to leave. Please promise you'll take me again, James.
I don't look like a ghost, do I?
Anyway, I'm glad you're alive.
Anyway? What do you mean, anyway? You don't sound very happy to see me. I was almost killed back there. Why didn't you try to save me? All you care about is that dead wife of yours. I've never been so scared in my whole life.
Lost?
Just like that stupid dog. He had it coming too.
Eddie, you can't just
Hey,
kill
DJF.
someone 'cause of the way
Hi,
they
Mombi.
looked at
Hi,
you.
Edwardo. Hi, Hexapo. Hi, Taco.
Maybe I did.
What's a little girl like you doing?
Hi, everyone.
here anyway?
Huh? Are you blind or something?
Oh, it's you.
Just putting the gun to their head.
I like how several scenes from these pre-renders are not actually used in the final game.
Want me to be
So, what about Laura? Did you find her?
Yeah, but she ran away.
We've got to find her.
Bang, bang. I wonder how many of these scenes are from, like, cutscenes that didn't make it, and how many of these were just made specifically for trailers. Because there's got to be some mixture, right?
It doesn't matter who I am. I'm here for you, James. See? I'm real.
Oh. Oh. But yes, Silent Hill: The Enhanced Edition. I wanted to let that play. It's a good intro, don't you know? The main scenario. I'll play it on action level normal. Normal levels for normal gamers. Yeah, all the FMVs, which are pre-renders, appear to be in 16:9 for this version, which I don't know how they've done that, because they're not 16:9 originally, I'm pretty sure. And they're like they're Bink pre-renders, so there's only so much you can do with that. But they look quite good. Look at me. Look at my depth of field effect.
Mary, could you really be in this town?
I like how even the text is like anti-aliased properly. There's a lot of care and effort that has gone into this remastering. Even though this is like this runs on top of like the existing PC port, by the way. I'm going to pick the blue gem up, even though I'm not going to do anything with it. Although one thing to note about the enhanced edition is that the famous game saved tricks don't work on enhanced edition. I mean, some of them do, but not the one that is most important.
In my restless dreams, I see that town.
They fixed it on purpose in this version.
Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday.
Hi, Jebaited Grandpa. That's a good name.
But you never did.
Game unsaves your game.
Well,
You know what?
I'm alone there now. In our special place. Waiting for you.
I got a letter. The name on the envelope said Mary. My wife's name. It's ridiculous. Couldn't possibly be true.
Back when you
That's
did
what I
theater,
keep telling
Mary's
myself.
letter was the monologue you read for auditions. That's a good
Dead
cut.
person can't write a letter. Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago. So then, why am I looking for her?
You see, fellow people whomst write words, this is what we call a
Special
hook.
place. What could she mean? This whole town was our special place. Does she mean the park on the lake?
No, this is the same voice actor
Whole
for
day.
James.
Just the two of us, staring at the water. Could Mary really be there? Is she really alive? Waiting for me?
This would be a slow, relaxed playthrough, by the way, and I say that, I'm still probably going to finish the game in one sitting, which is faster than most people ever will. But, yeah, no, okay, to be clear about this, by the way, this is not the HD collection, this is the Enhanced Edition. The HD collection is a disaster made by, like, what's their face studios? I don't remember. It's an official thing put out by Konami, but it's trash. That changed the voice actor of James Sunderland, our main character here, from Guy Seehee to, I think, Troy Baker. Yeah. Whereas this is the Enhanced Edition on the PC version, and so there is only Guy Seehee's voice acting, because that's just the version that... Guy Seehee's voice acting is actually baked into some of the audio tracks. And while I quite like this game, it does bear mention that Guy Seehee is a fucking COVID truther nowadays, so... That's not great. These are nice images. These have been upscaled really well. I'm taking the time to note that. He went the Gootecks route. He went the Gootecks route before Gootecks did. He was keeping it old school. Oh yeah, by the way, you can still like game saved, by the way. It just doesn't like do anything. It doesn't like refill your sprint the same way it does on the original version. You can still do text corruption though. Found that out while testing. The camera for some reason goes fucking loopy in this room on Enhanced Edition. Camera behavior is kind of different in the Enhanced Edition. It behaves more like PS2 camera, I think is the intention. I don't precisely know what that means, but see, James has already hit sort of like the lower level of energy, so he's not sprinting as fast. If I do game saved, he won't pick up the pace. That glitch has been fixed. It's actually caused by any text drawing to the screen. Any text drawing to the screen refills stamina in outdoor areas in Silent Hill 2. Because it assumes that text drawing to the screen means you have stopped to pick up an item or like investigate something, and it thinks, oh, okay, you should give the player stamina back. But they didn't. That wasn't like thought about when they implemented the quick save into the PC version. But the Enhanced Edition fixes that bug. Better or worse. I mean, it is what it is, right? All my save files carried over, by the way, from the not. Like, the fun thing with Enhanced Edition, and in fact all installations of Silent Hill 2, is that they're all portable. You don't actually, like, they don't reference any sort of data outside the folder. Meaning all my goddamn save files transferred over when I got this going. I just want you guys to know, by the way, I'm trying really hard not to reflexively skip the cutscenes. Is there a good way to procure Silent Hill 2 PC nowadays? Nope. Pirate it. I don't care if I get down.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost.
They do not sell this game on PC. They do not. And used copies are like $200. That's an exaggeration. They're about 100.
Looking for Silent Hill? Is this the right way?
Yeah. It's hard to see with this fog, but there's only the one road. You can't miss it.
Thanks.
But...
Yes?
I think you'd better stay away. This town, there's something wrong with it. It's kind of hard to explain, but...
Is it dangerous?
Maybe. And it's not just the fog, either.
Okay, I got it. I'll be careful.
I'm not lying.
No, I believe you. It's just... I guess I really don't care if it's dangerous or not. I'm going to town either way.
But why?
I'm looking for... someone.
Who is it?
Someone... very important to me. I'd do anything if I could be with her again.
Me too. I'm looking for my mama. I mean my mother. It's been so long since I've seen her. I thought my father and brother were here, but I can't find them either. I'm sorry. It's not your problem.
I hope you find them.
Yeah, you too.
His interaction is so awkward. Hey.
What is it?
Oh. Nothing. Sure is quiet here, huh?
I guess.
I guess. Yeah, she doesn't see the same things that James sees, so she wouldn't know. She wouldn't know about all this jazz, you know? Of standing in the middle of the graveyard having a fun little conversation. People do that where I live. I feel like Silent Hill 2 Enhanced Edition is just a cheap rip of Silent Hill 2 HD on PS3. Well, Silent Hill 2, the Enhanced Edition, runs at the correct speed, so it's already got that going for it. Stand around graveyards having conversations? Yeah, it's like, what else are you gonna do around here? Bear in mind I live on a mountain. Alright, one thing I totally want to try. Does this still work in this? No, did they really fix this in this version? They did! You can't even do text storage on Enhanced Edition anymore. That's actually, like, that's out. Not that I was, like, concerned about that. I just didn't know. Then why would anyone want to speedrun this version? Why do people ask me about that? Fucking cowards! Lame! Boo! It's like, like the quick save bugs are the only thing making this run interesting. It's really fucking dull if you don't do that. Anyway, this looks nice. Sorry, like, this isn't supposed to be like a speedrun review stream. That's not the point of the exercise here. This is meant to look nice and work nice, not to be fast, you know? I haven't finished Noja yet, no. I spent pretty much all day yesterday playing it while I wasn't streaming, though. You realize what this guy's walk circle reminds you of? John Lennon's weird walk picture. Oh, that's good. Your stream convinced you to buy Noja? Fuck yes. I haven't finished it yet. It's quite a long game. I'm on like loop 90 now or some shit. It's getting there though. I just want you guys to know, by the way, that like, as a stream man person thing, nothing makes me happier than when people tell me that they bought a video game because they saw me playing it. Like, that's my favorite thing. That's kind of the point of the exercise for a lot of games I stream, you know? Not so much this one, because you literally can't fucking buy it. You're why I bought Disco Elysium. Sweet. Bought We Know the Devil and Heaven Will Be Mine. That's funny because I haven't even bought Heaven Will Be Mine. But I do like We Know the Devil quite a lot. I keep like not quite getting around to Heaven Will Be Mine. Definitely bought Omori because of my streams. Hell yeah. No, not can't save. Attack! Attack! Okay, can I do like... How do I do the overhead strike? I don't know how melee controls work.
It's not human. Oh, yeah.
Do you know I haven't done this with the radio in so long because you skip this in the speedrun. You bought Yakuza 7 because of the stream? Sweet. See, I'm influencer.
What the? I'd better take it anyway. I might need it.
I just like how this is one of the few melee weapons you can actually, like, move and swing at the same time. Ah! It wasn't worth it. Oh yeah, hang on, I have this macros, the weapon swap key. You bought the World's End Club because of stream. I mean, I'm still okay with that. Fuck. The noise was still going. I mean, for what it's worth, I have more time in my life for something like World's End Club than I do, like, the new Assassin's Creed or whatever. But World's End Club is not good. World's End Club is not good. What's with the heavy breathing? Like, me? Or do you mean like the wind noise? How about I just don't breathe? My lung capacity is shit. Get this guy's ass. What was I talking about before I decided to do that? Oh yeah, I've heard of Late Shift. I've heard of Late Shift. I know, I really do want to get back to the DDR. And the Dance Rush cabinets as well. There's actually, believe it or not, despite this seeming like the worst possible time for such a thing to be happening, multiple arcades opened up near me during the pandemic. Right, you'll have to bear with me, because lol if you think I remember where I'm going precisely. Bear in mind, it's been like... I think this is the right room. Yeah, it's been a while since I have even played Silent Hill 2, let alone, like, try to remember where I'm going and what I'm doing. I'm in the yes, I'm in the apartments. Fairly sure that's right. And the flashlight actually does have an effect on the video game. Wow, the lighting effects even work properly now. Crazy. What's probably also helping this version is that I'm running it at, like, the biggest resolution I possibly can given my monitor size. Which is nice 1080p. Whereas when I speedran the game, you play at 640 by 480. Because transitions are faster at 480p. Like, what a game, right? What a fun quirk. Like, camera behavior is also relative to resolution. I should write that down. I have use for that information. There is a key on the ground. Get it? Get it? Unbelievable.
Ow! Hey, wait!
Damn it.
Foiled by child. What was that? Some kind of noise north of here. Hi. Come here often? He's vibing. He sure is, Fistule.
Oh my god. Who could have?
The key to room 202. Henry Mildred Scott. I mean, they still have, they still have, like, demo kiosks at game stores sometimes. Do you think I remember where to put this thing? This is going nowhere fast. This isn't the right way. We don't need to go here. It's too dark to tell for sure. Stick your hand in it. You guys like how Homecoming just took this scene but made it violent instead of tense? Hi, Mad X0. I'm doing alright. I'm a bit tired today. That's why I'm sort of taking it easy and playing Silent Hill 2 all sort of normal-like. In addition to my wow, it's really dark when you don't have the light on, huh? Like, I can't say. The thing is that I'm aware that having the flashlight on makes it, like, off rather, makes it easier to kind of slip by enemies without having to fight them. It's one of those bits of knowledge that once you know it, it's kind of hard to not do. Because it's not like a trick or anything. Ooh. They've prettified. Man, imagine if this version of the game was on GOG, right? The scars from the past shall remove the nail that stops time. Yeah, for some reason they only did Silent Hill 4, and that is at least, like, a bit remastered. It runs in widescreen now. It didn't used to. I mean, there's, like, I know one of the hassles with re-releasing these games, and it's one of the reasons the HD collection was such a mess. It's voice actors, legal rights. Because Guy Seehee is willing to fight about that sort of thing. And everyone hates the new voice acting, so... Which, in light of the things that Guy Seehee is also willing to fight about... he's kind of right about the voice acting thing, though. He kind of is. Like, I know that guy's a crackpot otherwise, but he's kind of right about that. About needing to be... About how they should be paid for reuse of voice acting. No, not the other stuff. No, this version is a lot slower for speedrunning than the normal version. It's a mod, for one thing. There's no leaderboard for it or anything. I've toyed with the idea of being like, if people really want to do it, I would consider making a leaderboard for it if people did it. Because I can do that, like... It's not like you have to appeal to me specifically to get a leaderboard made, but it's just that it's the easiest option because I literally can just poof a board into existence. Someone gave me that ability at some point, and we've all been living with the consequences. But the problem is just that the Enhanced Edition is just Silent Hill 2, but like, it looks nice and it runs good, but it's minus everything you'd really want out of a speedrun of this game. Because none of the cool tricks work on it. Because they've patched how the quicksave works to not be buggy. I think it's funny that Masahiro Ito seems perplexed that people think this looks like rape. Like, really? You staged this and you don't think it looks like that? Artists, man. I got a courtyard key. Man, they're all legs. Yeah, there's like extra enemies on normal mode, huh? Got the fire escape key. Got handgun bullets. Are there like camera options for this port? Nope. I can change it to rotational, which I don't really want. I've arbitrarily decided to try and beat this thing to death. Yeah. The camera is more able to keep up with the player during these kind of spiral staircase sections compared to the original version of the PC port. The camera really struggles in the original PC port for some reason. If you, like, get a groove on like that, you can actually start to outrun the camera. Yeah, the fastest way to speedrun the game is just the regular PC port. Garbage. No use for that. Screen cap that, post it on Twitter, get 2,000 likes. I'm just saying, I'm not going to do that, but you could do that. I am in possession of an unfeasibly large ego, therefore I cannot do that kind of post. Hey guys, did you know that if you press the weapon change hotkey while falling down from a ledge, it cancels the ledge stumble? Does it even work in Enhanced Edition? I don't know. Yes, it does. Ah! That still works, at least. That's the one speedrun trick of the PC version that still works in Enhanced Edition.
It wasn't me. I didn't do it.
Do what?
I didn't do anything. I swear. He was like this when I got here.
My name's James. James Sunderland.
Eddie.
High definition butt crack.
Eddie. Who's that dead guy?
I like how James's head is specifically positioned to obscure his butt crack.
I didn't kill anybody.
You're not friends with that red pyramid thing, are you?
And then it pans further back.
That pyramid thing. I don't know what you're talking about. Honest. But I did see some weird looking monsters. They scared the hell out of me, so I ran in here.
Well, I guess this place isn't too safe either. What happened here anyway?
I told you, I don't know. I'm not even from this town. I just...
You too, huh? Something just brought you here, right?
Yeah, you could say that.
Well, whatever it is, I think you better get out of here soon.
Yeah, you're right. What about you?
I'll leave as soon as I'm done here. Eddie, be careful.
James, You be careful too.
They wanted it to be just the most certain thing ever. That you can hear with crystal clarity his puking noise. You can also go back in. And nose around the other room. Did you know that you can go back in?
Eddie, are you okay?
Yeah, I guess.
Eddie, are you okay?
Eddie?
Yeah.
No, I got it. I'm good. Right, and I don't actually think there's anything else you particularly need to do around here. Check my inventory. What am I up to? I have the coin snake. I have the fire escape key. Where did I get the fire escape key from again? I don't remember. Either way, I have it. Am I feeling better? I feel very tired. Which is kind of my own fault, but also kind of not. So I'm taking it easy today. Like, more tired than usual. I'm gonna play some Silent Hill 2 casually for a little while. I'll probably try and finish it, because I can get through the game relatively quickly. The garbage bag is torn. I got a coin. The old man. Some gossip magazine. I'm not reading all this shit out loud, by the way. Just in case you guys are unfamiliar with the way I play survival horror games, I don't read shit. I hate reading. I can't read. The Silent Hill 4 plot. Yeah, the fact, I mean, you know, it's clever enough that Silent Hill 4 at least picks up from, like, a loose plot line that Silent Hill 2 establishes, because there are worse places to start from. Like, almost everything after this game. But I get grumpy when I get reminded of Silent Hill 4, because I just fucking hate that game so much. That's the wrong door. If I made a Silent Hill tier list, which is a thing I want to do, like, properly, because that's, like, the clickbaity thing to do. I made, like, a paste bin. But I want to turn that into, like, a tier list. because that's the clickbait thing to do. We live in a content universe now, fuckers. 4 would be rather far down, because I find that game just so miserable to play. Homecoming S tier. No. I don't think I do, like, I don't want to do, like, a series out of doing tier lists. I'm not like that. I'm not that depraved. Like, I do understand why people like making, like, shitty tier list videos, though, because they're a lot of fun to make. They really are. They're trash content, though. They're so trashy. But they are a lot of fun. How do I feel about the people who say that 2 is the only SH game worth playing? They're not worth listening to. One, 10, 11, 4. It's fun for stream content. Maybe. Is this how I double up on, like, getting like, to get a stream done and also get a YouTube video done is do just, like, some garbage shit, like rank the Silent Hill games. I fucked up. Wait, no, what? I thought that was it. I guess not. Wallet in toilet bowl. Hang on. Why does it start at 11 then? That's a pain. Or is this not the order? Why is it starting on 4 now? Oh, there we go. I had to do it backwards from what I thought. Clearly my idea of left and right is not the same thing. It's not math, it's an order. It's a set of instructions. Ah. I like how I can't see my status properly because it's too fucking dark. It's too dark to read the map. It's too dark to read the map. Did you guys know it's too dark to read the map? Yeah, there's the other one-liner. The darkness is, like, truly fucking dark in this version. Is Homecoming above or below Downpour? Well, maybe you'll have to see, or you can spoil yourself, because I did write a paste bin about this at one point, and my opinion has largely not changed. It's fucking dark! Hang on, let me actually read that properly. Dear Tim, I have to run an errand. I left the house key with Uncle David. Oops, I smacked the analog stick slightly, so none for you. Does SH opinions? I think I pulled the command because it sucks. I guess there's no way to see it then, because I think it's an unlisted paste. Oh no, the puzzle's in this room, but I don't have all 3 of the things yet. The White Chrism. Oh yeah, this is all part of the Rebirth ending, which I actually do not know where all of the doodads are for that. I got the Rebirth ending, like, once, because it was necessary to unlock something, and then I never bothered doing it again. Best OST. Well, the problem with it is that if you start trying to rank the individual elements of the Silent Hill games, I will just start rating the same one at the top. I do have a clear favorite.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah, I'm James.
Angela.
Angela. Okay.
Rate Silent Hill games
I
by
don't know
how
what
much
you're
of a
planning,
dumbass the protagonist is.
There's always another way.
Really? But you're the same as me. It's easier just to
It's
run.
gotta be Homecoming.
Besides, is what we deserve.
Homecoming definitely has the
No.
dumbest protagonist.
I'm not like you.
Are you afraid? I'm sorry.
It's okay. Did you find your mother?
Not yet. She's not anywhere.
Did she live in this apartment building?
I don't know.
So, all you know is she lived in this town.
What did you say?
How do you know that?
Well, I just figured, 'cause this is where you're looking for her. How else would I know?
Yeah.
Am I right?
I'm so tired.
Hey, Sky Gamer.
So, why did you come to this town anyway?
I'm sorry. Did you find the person you're looking for?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Her name's Mary. She's my wife.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I mean, okay, like, Henry in Silent Hill
Anyway,
4 is a pile of nothing.
she's
I
dead.
agree. But he's not really presented with much opportunity to be less than, like,
I don't
more than
know
a
why
pile
I
of
think
nothing.
She's here.
Because the game's not really about him.
Dead?
Don't worry. I'm not crazy. At least, I don't think so.
I've got to find my mama.
Should I go with you? This town's dangerous. Now I know what you meant back there in the cemetery.
I'll be okay by myself. Besides, I'd just slow you down.
What about that?
Will you hold it for me?
Sure. No problem.
If I kept it, I'm not sure what I might do. Oh, I'm sorry. I've been bad. Please don't.
Got a coin. Hey, Peachy Boo, thanks for the raid. Welcome, everyone. I'm playing Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill 2 speedrunner, excited to play Silent Hill 2 for the first time. Right, what was I up to again? La-di-da-di-da. What is the solution to this? I don't remember the puzzle. 3 bright coins in 5 holes B. The streamer really needs to pee. At one end sits the seducer of she. The wind from behind the woman doth play. The formless one null lies furthest from they. The old one besides the serpent sits not. 'Tis to the prisoner left that he doth rot. Can I read that again? Because I wasn't really... I did that thing where you read something out loud, but you don't actually take in any of it at all. Have you figured it out yet? Do you understand this advanced concept? Because I haven't. I just memorize this shit when I play. No, I want to read the thing again. Oh, it really doesn't let you read it if you have any coin in. Fan-fucking-tastic, thank you. See, I want to put them in, like, the 3 different spots, but that doesn't seem right at all. Maybe it is right. Oh, that was right. Okay, no, I got it. Yeah, sorry, wind meant nothing. Wind didn't mean a coin at all. I didn't, like, explain my thought process while I was doing that. I'm, like, too tired to, like, properly think through the implications of my actions. Yeah, okay, so it's like the serpent sits at one end, and then it says the old man doesn't sit next to the serpent, but to the prisoner's left, which means the serpent has to be on the right side because it can't be on the left of the prisoner while also not being next to the serpent, assuming that the next space from the serpent is also blank. Because that is what it means by the wind. There's your cutting edge logic. I win! That works on every difficulty. I'm just saying, that works on every difficulty. That is a purely effective cheese technique. Although on hard mode it takes like a prohibitively large amount of bullets. But you can very easily just chill out there. Yo, Dregan, thanks for the tier 1. 30 months. That's a lot of months. Let's get some healing. Actually, no, that's pointless.
You! It was you, wasn't it?
You!
You're the one who stepped on my hand.
I don't know. Maybe I did.
What a bastard.
What's a little girl like you doing here, anyway?
Huh? Are you blind or something?
What's that letter?
None of your business. You didn't love Mary anyway.
Wait! How do you know Mary's name?
Destroyed. Children are fucking ruthless, man. Children are scary. If I'm ever walking down the street and I see like a group of kids hanging out together, I will cross the street to the other side to avoid them. Kids freak me out, man.
I disagree.
11 months of me forgetting to turn off auto renewal.
Ha!
Here's to another 12.
Oh, Kami, thanks for not turning off your auto renewal for 12 months. Kids are evil. Kids are purely evil, and they don't understand the consequences of things they say either, or do.
Mary? No, you're not.
Do I look like your girlfriend?
No, my late wife. I can't believe it. You could be her twin. Your face, your voice, just your hair and clothes are different.
My name is Maria. I don't look like a ghost, do I? See? Feel how warm I am?
You're really not Mary.
I told you. I'm Maria.
Sorry. I was confused.
Where are you going?
I'm looking for Mary. Have you seen her?
Didn't you say she died?
Oh yeah, 3 years ago. But I got a letter from her. She says she was waiting in our...
Sorry, I love how
special
excited he
place.
delivers that.
And that's here? Anyway, I haven't seen her.
Maria is also a Japanese name.
Is this your only special place?
Well, there's the hotel too, I guess. The one on the lake? I wonder if it's still there.
The Lakeview Hotel? Yeah.
Is it transliterated
it's
as
still there.
Maria?
So the hotel
necessarily.
was your special place, huh?
Like, it can be.
I'll bet it was.
Doesn't have to be.
Don't get
Maria
so mad.
and Maria,
I was just joking.
I do not have
it's
the
not that
speaking ability to...
It's this way.
They're different names, but I really struggle to pronounce the difference properly.
You're coming with me?
Maria.
You were gonna just
Does that
leave
make
me?
sense?
No, but...
With all these monsters around?
No, I just...
I'm all alone here. Everyone else is gone.
They're spelled differently, okay?
Mary, don't I? You loved her, right?
It's the same way that Mari
Or
and
maybe.
Mary. No,
You
that's a
hated
more...
her.
I can pronounce that properly.
Don't be ridiculous.
Because Mari and Mary is like
So
it's
it's
a
okay?
different name. Albeit
Yeah,
Mary
fine.
is not really that common in Japanese. Mari is. Either way, like, Maria is one of the most common names. Like, variants of Mary, Maria, etc. Super common across, like, all sorts of languages. Ah! Bonk. Silent Hill but Italian would be something. Is that a request? Do we have a request? In the chat? A request? Crazy shit! I don't think I can change the language in the middle of gameplay, god damn it. No, I can, it's right there. Hang on, Italian. Whole personality of the I can't pronounce Italian at all. I was like, why did I even make the attempt? No, I'm not playing the game in fucking. Go back to opzioni. Yes, one of the things the enhanced edition does actually, by the way, is it adds the non-English languages back into the game file. It's there. It's in the fucking files, but it's only enabled in the PAL release. They took it out of the American release for some reason. It's still there. It's just dummied out. The line of code that lets you switch languages doesn't work. Espanol. Why? I mean, okay, I'll do it. And, Japanese script is, it's a thing. It's a thing. Like, there is obviously a Japanese script, but I don't actually think the language files for it are present in either version of the game. It would be possible to add, I think, but obviously demand for that is not exactly the highest. Oh yeah, I need that. Hang on. You know, like, this one goes out to all my Spanish viewers, right? Because this is, like, Spain Spanish, right? Isotonic beverage? What? Bebida isotonica. I like the S in brackets. I mean, well, because it's a health drink, right? It's just called a health drink. That's a very Japanese thing, by the way, I want to point out. The health drink. They wanted a sponsorship at some point, I guarantee it.
I'll wait here. I hate bowling.
I didn't come here to play, you know.
Hurry back, okay?
Alone in the Dark does it better. One of my favorite things about Alone in the Dark, and I should write this down because this is another stupid thing that I know, which is that that game has no health limit.
Nah, nothing like that.
So you could just like neck a bunch of booze to restore your health, but it goes up without limit.
What'd you have to say that for?
I thought you said the cops were after you.
No, I just ran because I was scared. I don't know what the cops are doing.
But if you did something bad, why don't you just say you're sorry? Well, I guess I run away a lot too.
It's no good. They wouldn't listen. Nobody will ever forgive me.
Does that translate to "it goes down smooth"? It maybe. I can't speak Spanish.
Eddie?
Oh, you're...
James. We met in the apartment building?
Yeah, I remember, but...
Guys. I have a Jaffa cake.
Are you alone here, Eddie?
No.
Bye-bye.
Wait! Come back! Eddie, let's go after her.
Huh? Laura? But why?
Laura. Is that her name?
That's what she said.
This town is full of monsters. How can you sit there and eat pizza?
She said she was fine by herself. She said a fatso like me would just slow her down.
Forget you.
Forget this guy, he sucks.
Who is that girl, anyhow?
I don't know. All I know is her name. I swear.
I'd eat a pizza in the middle of a haunted town. Did you guys know that there's ammo at the end of the bowling alley? Because there totally is. Even though you can barely see it. But it sure do be there.
Did a little girl run out of here?
Yeah, she was too fast for me.
Someone redeemed
Aren't
the
you gonna go
language
after her?
change option, and I obliged. What if the pizza is haunted? Well, then it will be to die for. You know, I wonder if the Enhanced Edition fixes the series of bugs that leads to you almost always getting the Maria ending given certain parameters.
She went through there.
Is there any other way?
Yeah, there is. Right through there.
Because there's the shadows are a bit fucked. There's a series of bugs in the way the PC version calculates the ending, because it's based on a series of calculations. It's actually remarkably complicated how the ending in this fucking game is calculated. But there is a series of bugs with that calculation that leads to it, generally speaking, favoring the Maria ending if you get hit once. Whereas if you can get through without getting hit at all, you're more likely to get the leave ending.
It's no good. It's locked.
I could explain that in more detail, but I don't remember the precision of it. Like, let me think about it for a moment. Hang on. Part of it's based on how close you stick to Maria, but the code fucks up, so it just always thinks you're close to her. Part of it is how much damage you take, but because of the calculation fucking up, any value above 0 defaults to adding 1 point in the Maria column. But if you take exactly 0, that doesn't happen, so that's one way to avoid it. And there's something about, like, protecting Maria from damage as well, which, that's not bugged, it's just very likely to happen, because it's actually kind of hard to get her to get hit. Unless you hit her on purpose or something. The only other way is, like, it's also, like, how much you do this, you run into her a whole bunch. Whereas you gotta run into her, like, quite a lot to proc the ending. So in a speedrun, you tend to sort of, like, run away from Maria and avoid her, so she doesn't take very much damage, and you don't bonk her very much, so none of those go into effect. But it's the closeness thing being bugged that kind of tips the scale. And there's one other thing that fucks it, and I forget what it is. I just found this. Yeah, that was the document that explained it. Because I remember requesting that, because someone had the hookup, and I was like, can you, like, write this down for me? I have no, like, I can't do anything with this information, but, like, I would like to know. And they obliged, which is very nice of them. Jokey hangs out on the Silent Hill Discord quite a lot. Like, the speedrun Discord. They have been very valuable to the Silent Hill speedrun community at large.
Over there!
Yeah, GDQ is going on. This is actually the first GDQ I've decided to just ignore and stream through anyway. I don't know, I didn't have anything else to do this week. Oh no, there's no voice dialogue for this. Alright, sorry, I'm turning this back to English for the time being because I would like to actually be able to semi-read the... There's like puzzle hints in these. Lack of crowd. That's not really what I care about, it's just that I'm not doing anything for it. And I didn't want to just not stream. Stay hydrated, I got some tea. And it's pretty warm. Why was it set as Spanish? Because point rewards in my channel. I don't understand Spanish. I had it set to Spanish because someone was like, put the game in Spanish, Lamau. And I was like, yeah, go on then. Wait, isn't this supposed to have a puzzle attached to it? I guess not. Hi, Silent Siren. What other languages does this game have? Let me double check. English, French, German, Italian, Spanish, that's it. It's got the European languages. You know, all of them. That's it. That's all the European languages. Ah! Let's go French then? Okay, we can do that. It's gonna make the puzzles confusing, but I at least understand some French. Just a little. Fuck, I'm getting owned. Things actually do damage on this difficulty as well. What a pain. My last name is French. It is. That is true. Un petit instant. It is? Yeah. I appear to be of French descent. Not that anyone in my family can speak French. No, No, my last name is not literally French. My last name is a French word. It's like a really old French word, too. I don't think anyone actually says that. Right, anyway, all I need is the number here, 4468, and I'm gonna forget that immediately, so whatever. Party Savgran! It didn't occur to me to think of what the brilliant game save looks like in other languages. Party Savgran. Wrong game. Fuck. I lost the beat. No, hang on. There's a way I'm supposed to know this. I just don't remember what it is. I thought there's supposed to be some sort of puzzle on the wall, but apparently not. Isn't that the face puzzle? That's the wrong game. That's Silent Hill 3, I'm pretty sure. Maria's getting fucked up. Neva's on that typewriter? No, that's not it. That's a different thing entirely. We need that number for later, but that's not the right one. This puzzle solution is fixed. It's exactly the same every time. I've just forgotten what the thing is that even tells you what the solution is. Is it really important right now? Better question. Ah, that doesn't work yet, huh? World record? Yeah, sure, why not? Hi, Greenie. I genuinely do not remember how you are meant to know how to open the top thing. Puzzle solution's somewhere, I just don't remember where. This is fucking epic, by the way. Oh yeah, I need to come here anyway. I forgot about these rooms.
What's wrong?
I just pricked myself.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
I like how they stare at it.
I disagree.
Needle. Drunk and disorderly, thanks for the Prime Gaming. That doesn't answer the question about how to fucking get to the top floor, though. Do I have it in any of my memos anywhere? I'm dying, but that's fine. Because it's not the carbon paper. That's actually for something completely different. No, this is way later. How indeed are you meant to know how to get into the top floor? The solution's just fixed. Like, it doesn't change. It's not random. But I do need to get in there. You know, at some point. But how? There's no hint. To some extent, I'm like mixing games. Because I was expecting like the face puzzle, but that's not even the right game. That's a 3 thing. But by the same token, I have no fucking clue where I'm actually meant to be going. It's not hard puzzles. I just don't remember what the hint is that even tells you the code for the top floor. It's a fixed solution. I can just Google it if I get bored enough, but I don't remember what it was or how you're supposed to know it. No, the puzzle difficulty is not set to hard. I know what you meant. It's not set to hard. It also doesn't matter. Doesn't change that solution. It's a fixed solution. Nobody listens to things I say. Any bright ideas, Maria? Oh, a health thing. It respawned. Why? Why is James's foot stronger than like 6 bullets? For risk and reward. I'm getting confused because the camera sucks. Stop. Thanks, game. Yeah, I can't go up to the roof because the roof is fucking locked. Because you get the rooftop key from the same room that you put Maria in. Okay, I'm bored. I'm Googling it. Except I can't Google it because this is one of those games that thinks it's better than the concept of Alt-Tab. Apparently it's written on some random app. Wait, that didn't work. Hello? There we go. I don't know, apparently it's just written on some random ass wall somewhere that I didn't see. Whatever.
James.
James attends.
I'm kind of tired. It's just a hangover.
You should rest.
So comfy.
I'm gonna go look for her. For Laura. I'll be back as soon as I can.
This is in French. We put it in French for the joke. Translation is definitely a translation. I get the feeling it's one of those things where they've translated it off the English script. I don't know why I bothered picking this up. I can't read this. Not that I would care to read it anyway. French equals... It's not, though. It's not. We just put it in French for a bit. Language makes no difference to the speed of this game. We just put it in French because someone redeemed it. The bot said so. Well, the bot's fucking wrong. There, now I can heal. That's why I wasn't healing before. It's pointless to heal before. Why do I have so much ammo? Yeah, if you redeem the language change, I'll change it again. 3872. You guys gotta stop fucking using commands when they're not relevant. I will turn this stream around. So languages available: English, French, Spanish, Italian. Only one of those I speak, but I won't spoil it by telling you which one. Oh, and German. I forgot about German, sorry. I told you, that's the carbon paper code is for that, mate. Dang it. Dang it. I forgot what it was instantly. Three, 8, 7, 2. Here's your fucking Italian. These are really nice, like nicely upscaled images. Just want to throw that out there. Enhanced Edition does good work on this. Combina and user. Will went to go visit you. That's why he's not talking to me, the bastard. Capello. Let me through. Let me through. Hey, hey. Maybe I should use gun. Partita salva! Ow. Partita salvata. There we go. Yeah. Not that that was even like I'm saying words here, okay? Combina. If you know one Romance language, you know all of them. But I'm still a virgin. What am I supposed to do with that information? Get a key. You guys learn Latin? Dude, here's the thing. I have a formal language qualification in Latin, but I can't speak it at all. I mean, not that anyone really speaks Latin per se. But, like, what happened with me and Latin study when I did it in school, when I was fucking forced to? What happened with that? Partita salvata. What happened with that is that the language portion, I completely failed. I got, like, a 0. Like, I got a dead 0. I completely... Like, I think I turned up and just didn't fill in half the exam because I gave so little of a shit. I was not a good student, like, in terms of how I treated school. I do not reflect fondly on my time in the British education system. That was a fucking huge waste of my first 16 years of my life. My graphic design course, I turned up, filled in the paper, and then slept for an hour. I passed.
About Mary?
What's the big deal?
Why can't you just tell me?
You gonna yell at me if I don't?
No, I won't.
But anyway, sorry, Latin. Man, I completely flunked the language element. I got 0. But I fucking aced the literature part.
At the hospital.
I am dope at literature, apparently. So my grade averaged out to a C. I passed.
Laura,
Fine, don't believe me.
I got like, I got like a 0 and a 100, and it averaged out to 50. So I passed.
I'm sorry, Laura. Anyway, let's go.
50 is a pass. We're the British education system, not Americans.
We can talk about this later. This is no place for a kid. There are all sorts of strange things around here.
50
I can't believe
50 gets you a
haven't even
C.
gotten a scratch on you.
Why should I? Wait,
Or at least it got me a C at the time.
Later, okay?
But it's really important.
What is it?
A letter from Mary.
Huh?
I want to go get it. Is that okay?
Yes. Yes.
Either way, I passed my Latin studies in college, so I can truthfully claim.
Come on, hurry up.
Not that this is in any way useful to claim as like, hey, yeah, I have a fucking qualification in Latin. It's like, that's technically true, in the stupidest way possible.
What are you doing, Laura?
It's further back in the desk.
Laura! What are you doing?
You sure you can't read the subs? Well then listen.
Ha ha, I tricked you.
Open the door, Laura.
Why should I? I'm a liar, right? Want me to open it? Huh? Huh? Do ya? What's the magic word?
Laura?
Okay, I guess I won't open it. I think I'll just leave you like this.
You snotty little brat! Open up!
Why, you...
Laura?
You hurt me!
Salvatore non riscudo! What is that thing attacking me? It's the Hanging Man. It's got a name, I think. I just forget what it is.
James. James. James.
Flesh lips, that sounds right. That sounds correct. Anyway. Yeah, they're called flesh lips, which, by the way, if you're thinking, wow, that sounds phallic. Yeah. Or, like, whatever, like, you know what I mean. Phallic is probably the wrong word. What's the one that means phallic, but when it refers to a vagina? Yonic? Is that actually the word, or are you just making that up? Really? There's a word for this? This is incredible knowledge. I'm sorry, hang on. You know, it just occurs to me that Googling that's probably a really bad idea. I'm doing it anyway. I need to double confirm this. Pieces of a stone or rock? What are you talking about? That's not right. Yonic? Yonic? What? Sometimes referred to as Pedinka, is an abstract or an iconic representation of the Hindu goddess Shakti. That's not what I was looking for. Yes, okay, I've confirmed it. I've confirmed it. Yonic the Hedgehog? No, you can't say that. Yes, okay, right. Yonic. This is key knowledge. This is key knowledge. I'm great. I've learned something today. Something very important. No, I've always wanted to know what, like, the opposite version of phallic meant. I never knew. That's a thought that has been on my brain at some point in the past. Many a time. That nurse is having a great time. You okay there? Why would because the boss fight is like it's a pair of legs that when it pulls you up into its crotch and then it like bites you. It's called flesh lips, yeah, vagina. Symbolism. Yeah, I know writers who use subtext, etc., etc. I've been hearing about the OLED switch thing, although I don't. It's kind of unexciting. Although it is funny to me because that's just kind of like that's everyone's really excited about Nintendo doing something the Vita did like 10 years earlier. The Switch really is just the Vita for people who don't play video games. Leave. Switch has no genre. It was a Vita game first. I leaned into the microphone for that. That probably sounded horrible. Was the Vita ahead of its time? Yes, it was! But it's not Nintendo! It sounded scary. It was very scary. It was, but no, really, it was a Vita game first. It was released for Vita in like 2018. All the good fucking Switch games are just Vita games. But it's so much better because it's on the Switch. How come I can't get a good port of DJ Max Technica to the Nintendo Switch? Huh? That's one thing the Vita still got. I just realized my shirt. Yeah, I'm wearing Hempuli actually sent this to me. Like the developer of Baba Is You sent this to me. It's very nice of him. Shoot bullet. Tried asking Papa Nintendo nicely. You can never ask Papa Nintendo for shit. Like, Nintendo can never be predicted. Wait for Danganronpa. Danganronpa is actually a lot older than the Vita. Danganronpa is a PSP game. Do you want me to go find my fucking... I can't be bothered to pull it off the shelf. I'm out here getting, like, angry about... I don't know. I just think it's funny that, like, you know, Switch with LED screen, it's like, oh, so you've caught up. To something that the other guy was doing years ago. But it's cool when they do it. But everyone... Vita means life! I don't know, I think the Vita's underrated. Or at least it was. I kind of think... This is the thing with me, it's just that I think the Switch and Vita have the same appeal. But for some reason, people are all over the Switch in a mainstream capacity. Yeah, think about it. It's really just Americans that are like that.
Oh, Maria. It's you.
Does Vita have a tiny screen? No, not particularly.
Sorry. Anyway.
It's a fair bit bigger than the PSP.
Anyway? What do you mean, anyway? You don't sound very happy to see me.
I think it's just that the Vita appeals to people who like Japanese shit, like I do.
Why didn't you try to save me? All you care about is that dead wife of yours. I've never
They are
been so
fucked up
scared
SD
in my
cards.
whole
They're
life.
weird, misshapen SD cards.
You couldn't care less about me, would you?
But I mean, Switch cartridges are also just kind of fucked up SD cards. It's like...
Stay with me. Don't ever leave me alone.
It's the same thing! It's the same thing! It's the same goddamn system.
What about Laura? Did you find her?
Yeah, but she ran away.
We've got to find her.
You really seem to care about her. Do you know her?
Is it worth getting a Vita in the year? Here's the thing, no.
I just feel sorry for her.
The main appeal of the Switch and the Vita are the same, which is that it's a very good way to portably play a lot of indie games.
I feel like it's up
But
to
it's got
me
shit for
to
exclusive.
protect her.
Like, that, I mean that about the Vita, by the way. The Vita has shit for exclusives. This is one of the things that causes me to feel the same way about, like... Let me think of an example. I don't know, just a lot of portable consoles in general. I mean, at least the Game Boy Advance has a fair amount of unique territory to cover. Was Ghost Trick Vita or DS? Ghost Trick was DS. Why has my save data become 3933? Oh wait, no, it's not become 3933. It just actually is 3933 because I've spent so long playing. See, the DS is the best handheld. That much is obvious. I should have put the back in English for this.
Or should I say, unlucky challenger today is James. James Sunderland! Are you ready to play trick or treat? Okay, here's your first question. Merry-go-round, haunted house, roller coaster,
I can't read Spanish.
Ferris wheel, and teacups. Silent Hill is home to a thrilling amusement
Why did you guys
park
try and make me
that
read
both
Portuguese?
children and adults love. The question is, what is the name of this amusement park? 1. Fantasyland. 2. Silent Hill Amusement Park. 3. Lakeside Amusement Park. Okay, quickly on to question number 2. Silent Hill witnessed a gruesome murder a few years back. A brother and sister were playing in the road when they were attacked and chopped into pieces with an axe. Torn flesh, smashed bones, splattered blood, and finally, bitter tears. What a terrible tragedy. What a gruesome end to such innocent lives. Now the question. What was the name of the murderer who committed this vile act? 1. Walter Sullivan. 2. Scott Fairbanks. 3. Eric Gaines. Now for our third and final question. South of the lake is a deserted old neighborhood called South Vale. From there to Pale Vale, the central resort area northwest of the lake, there's only one road you can take. Just one road, no more. The third and final question is, what is the name of that road? 1. Bachman Road. 2. Rindell Street. 3. Nathan Avenue. Well, that's the last of our questions. Have you got it all figured out?
Nope!
When you know the answers, head to the storeroom on the 3rd floor to collect your prizes. But be careful if you're wrong. Well then, everybody, thanks for tuning in. See you again sometime. Bye-bye!
What was that?
That just happens and is never explained. This isn't even the right floor! Tits! The Vita did pretty alright in Japan. In fact, Danganronpa, this is a statistic that always throws people. Danganronpa 3 sold better on the Vita than it did on PS4 in Japan. At least physically. Yeah, as it is right now, the
Yeah, Maria.
the Vita's good exclusives are limited
Big
to
man around here. How's a little girl like that supposed to?
I can't remember the name of the game now. Muramasa, I think it is. Muramasa, Orashika, Tainted Bloodlines, and debatably Freedom Wars.
What's this? Not very cute, is it? Here, James. You take it.
Thanks.
Thanks. Those are like the good exclusive Vita games that haven't been ported anywhere. It's Muramasa, it's Orishika, and it's that one. There's probably a whole host of Japanese games that are good that I don't know about because I haven't really spent a lot of time exploring. The thing about this is that the Japanese Vita market costs a lot of money because it's not that old yet. I want to get Amagami, but it costs like fucking $60. Like, bruh. Like, I got shit to do, man. Okay, here's the storeroom. Have you guys figured it out? Do you understand this advanced concept? Because I don't. Aragami? No, Amagami. Question 2 is who did the murders, and number 1 is Walter Sullivan, but I don't think it is. Is it Walter? Oh, I mean, I quick saved. Who cares? Genius! No, Amagami is a Japanese exclusive dating sim. I mean, well, that being said, it's actually a PS2 game, but it has a Vita port. So I've wanted to pick up the Vita version for time, but it's just fucking expensive. It's just an expensive fucking video game. It is me, the dating sim appreciator. I have logged on. Time to split! Peep my movement, peep my stride. When am I gonna play Dream Daddy? I have no intention of playing Dream Daddy.
Open up!
Are there anyone knows your stream plans? Sus! No, I think I'm done with that, like, in a stream sense now. I'm playing it, like, through on my own time, but it's very repetitive once the core loop is established. I'm like 90 loops deep into it at this point. Like, it's pretty much all I did yesterday. That's a lie. I actually did a lot yesterday. Just nothing to talk about yet. It is very fun. Noja is very fun, but just, I don't know. It's very repetitive, and it's kind of a tough one to stream, because it's a lot of repeating. Like, there was an event where I was trying to pursue where I had to win a game as Noja in, like, a 15 crew game with 3 people in it. It took, like, 10 fucking tries, dude. I was at that shit for like 2 hours. I kept getting fucking put in the bin. Because it turns out I didn't understand how lying worked. It was a struggle. You have an exclamation. We don't, actually. No one's asked about it, bizarrely. Hi, Judge Brett. Can you enhance what the enhanced edition is? Yes, you may! But not from me. Yes, it's a fan mod thing that enables higher resolution images and menus and movie files. It's a fan-made thing that makes Silent Hill 2 on PC look dope. The sound presentation is restored, the visuals are crisper, text is even anti-aliased. Amazing. It also makes the whole game run at a widescreen resolution. It looks very nice. It's a very well done touch-up. I have not encountered... In fact, it also fixes a number of bugs with the original. Like, there's gameplay alterations too. Camera behaves at a speed that is more suited to the actual player. Lighting effects are different. Namely, the dark is actually very fucking dark. Like, I can't see shit. And the quick save bugs mostly don't work. And yeah, it's not crash happy. It doesn't require any sort of... A thing with Silent Hill 2 is that it fucks up and crashes a lot if you don't intentionally set process affinity to be a certain way. Whereas this version just takes care of that. So you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, Enhanced Edition is fan-made. In fact, a couple of people who work on it hang out in the Silent Hill Speedrun Discord a lot. Like, this is with the whole kit and caboodle installed as well. Like, you could install higher resolution textures and higher resolution movie files, all of that shit separately if you want. I put it all on. The size of the folder is now huge. Because it turns out that the high quality videos are actually quite big. It's not that big though. It's not unreasonably big. It's just larger than the game is at base. The game is indeed saved. Have you ever just saved a game before? Stupid, right? Similar to the Resident Evil 4 HD project? I guess so. I don't know anything about that, mind you, but I guess so. It's pretty good. It runs on top of existing installs of the Silent Hill 2 PC port, though, so if you don't have that, you will need to find a way to get a hold of one. You got $300 in your pocket? Because that's what you're looking at. There are alternatives for non-crazy people, but I'm not supposed to talk about those on Twitch. But they don't sell this fucking game anymore, so like, what the hell? Oh yeah, the Hyper Spray. I forgot, I have that unlocked on this file. Bar Neely's. Made the game Italian? No, no. Okay, I'll explain this again because why not? In the original version of the Silent Hill 2 PC port, unless you're playing the European version, you can only play the game in English. The other language options are in the game files, they're just like dummied out on American versions of the game. But the Enhanced Edition restores the option to change the game to the European languages. We just had it in Italian because someone spent channel points on it. I'm not playing it. In fact, I'm going to put it back to English now to bait people into spending it to change it to, like, I don't know, whatever. I'm not even going to suggest it for a funny joke. It's been in Italian for long enough, okay? German, yes! What's game saved in German? Spiel gespielt. I didn't even see that. Spiel gespielt. I can't pronounce that at all. I've told you guys about my experience with German, which is that I got forced into doing it over French, and consequently I'm resentful over the concept of German. Erst Hilfkasten. The key to pronouncing German is to always sound like you're trying to puke slightly. You gotta put a lot of energy in it, you know? I like, yeah, it's the fact that game save is always rendered with, like, the capital font makes that look really aggressive. Spielgeschwindigkeit! So, lowercase letters. You know, German is quite different. Quite different. It's basically English without the French. Isn't English without the French basically just America? Sorry, that was a bit loud. I'm too pleased with myself. Sorry. What am I doing again? Where am I going? Focus. Focus on the game. Focus! This is locked. Wool kaput. Yeah, English without the English. Australia. If you go to France and speak Canadian French, they laugh at you. Do they really? That seems mean. Fuck, dude! I'm inviting like language arguments. This is it. This is the perfect. This is what the fucking channel point option was made for inducing language arguments. I like how emphatic that sound effect is for no actual change happening in the scene. Alten Bronschlüssel. Ah, that like hurt. German will kill me. Like, I didn't mean to say it like that. I, like, coughed in the middle of the word. Not that I have any idea how to pronounce German properly to begin with. This is always fun for me, is like trying to remember like which bits of the British education system stuck in my brain. as I was made to take. I took French for like 5 years or something, and then I got randomly forced to do German for no adequately disclosed reason, and they wouldn't back down on it. Even though I was like, can I please just do French? Like, you have a French course. I wanted to do on the French course, and they're like, no, you were assigned German randomly. It's like, but why? I want to do French. I'd be better at French. I already know it. They're like, no, you do German. I was like, well, go fuck yourself. And so I stopped turning up to German class. Do people remember things they learn in school? I don't remember much. That shit happened to me. That shit happened to me when I went to university. Humdrum. I took Japanese at the university level as like an optional module. They call them electives in the UK. I think they do the same thing in America, actually. Yeah, either way, I entered Japanese at, like, the beginner class. I've told this story before, but I'm telling it again because fuck you guys. I entered Japanese at the beginner course, and by the end of the first day, I was like, this is really slow, I need to be bumped up. So, I went to the teacher and was like, yo, I think I need to be bumped up, like, to the intermediate course, because I've clearly underestimated the level, like, I'm working at here. So she gave me a quick quiz. She was very nice about it, actually. And she's like, yeah, okay. Go to the intermediate class. Like, I'll get that sorted. I was like, sweet. And I turned up to the intermediate course, and there were 4 people in the room. And the beginner class was packed wall to wall, whereas the intermediate class, 4 people. And I graduated straight into it. Apparently those were the 4 people who actually, like, were... Because I was freshman, as an American would say it. So I was the only freshman in the room. The 4 weebs, and guess what? One of them washed out before the end of the year. One of them fucking stopped turning up. And yes, I did okay in the intermediate course. This is the story continues, which is that I passed the intermediate course, and I passed it very solidly. I had no difficulty with that whatsoever. It was useful to me. It wasn't useless. But like the level of self-study I had done before that point meant I probably could have passed it from like day 1. But it helped. It was nice to have someone to just bounce questions off, honestly. And the thing is that after I finished that, I would have loved to be like, okay, can I graduate onto the advanced course? Not enough people fucking did. So that was it. The course ended. Because it's like, I was the only motherfucker who graduated out. I don't even study that hard. I'd already done, like, you know... Bonk. Bonk. Yeah, there weren't enough people to justify... There weren't enough people to justify running the course, because they would have been running a classroom basically just for me. And they didn't want to do that. It's like, well... Understandable, I guess, but that's kind of sad. Hang on, I have... Let me use the hyper spray. possible video game. I win. Do you guys know that when you use the hyper spray, it drains James's health? Because it does. Which carefully is the Master Soul's door. That is the solution! You are supposed to just guess. It's random. That is a pure random thing. What does it even do? It's a weapon. It's a projectile weapon. It does damage. It just trades your health for it.
Killing a person ain't no big deal. Just put the gun to their head. Pow.
You killed him?
But it wasn't my fault. He made me do it.
Calm down, Eddie. Tell me what happened.
That guy, he had it coming. I didn't do anything. He just came after me. Besides, he was making fun of me with his eyes, like that other one.
Just for that, you killed him?
What do you mean, just for that?
Peng.
You can't just kill someone because of the way they looked at you.
Oh yeah? Why not? Till now I always let people walk all over
Peng.
me. Just like that stupid dog. He had it coming too.
Eddie?
I was just joking, James. He was dead when I got here, honest. Anyway, I gotta run.
You're going out there alone?
Yeah.
Eddie?
Yeah. Made a Silent Hill 2 YouTube poop. I feel like the... You know what? I gotta give credit. They do actually have, like... I mean, I guess they would if they had a German localization, but they've got, like, the font for it. They got a real nice, fancy... That. I forget what that character is even called. I've lost it. I used to know. I don't anymore. The tall S. Yeah, sure. Sounds good enough to me. The Funny Bee. It's formerly called the Fancy... I feel like it might not be called the Fancy Bee, formerly. Holy fuck, this hyperspray is so weak! Oh yeah, also it gets smaller when your stamina gets low. So that was very helpful all around. The sharp S, that sounds right. Hi, Sandovich. Welcome to Silent Hill 2, played in high definition. Wash poop. It's probably got like a proper formal name though, right? You don't need to be here. I got the Underdrücker. English, the S, I can't, an S and a Z next to each other? Guinea, please. Jesus. Hang on, am I missing a plate? That I am. Hey guys, I found the plate. Iverchin. No, that was completely wrong. There was an attempt. You ever played a Silent Hill game after 4? Yeah, that's fine. You're really not missing much of, like, any of the Western games. I think Origins is at best okay, and that's as high as we go. That's where it peaks. It peaks at the lofty heights of okay. And it's all downhill from there. Kombinieren. Just like Sam Barlow's. I like Sam Barlow's stuff, just I don't like Shattered Memories. Like I think Sam Barlow's writing can definitely be seen in a kind of larval state in Shattered Memories. But I honestly think he did better to make original works. Because it actually turns out that his side towards narrative game design doesn't come from nothing. It actually turns out he's pretty good at writing mysteries, just not this kind of mystery. Maybe that's unfair, maybe he could. I don't know. Feels weird. I feel like I'm talking shit. I don't really mean to. He seems like a pretty cool guy. I just don't like Shattered Memories that much, but you know, that's not necessarily a reflection of the people who made it, or anything like that. And, you know, sometimes things just don't turn out that great, and that's okay. And it's kind of, you know, it's a personal thing as well. Some people like Shattered Memories for its take. I definitely, here's the thing about Shattered Memories, right, which is that I think as far as, Western Silent Hill attempts at, like, narrative go, it's probably the one that has the most inspiration behind it, but I also think it's miserable to play. Yes, everyone has told me I look like Kurt Cobain. You are the 500th person this day to tell me I look like Kurt Cobain. It's not clever. It's also not even true. It's like clunky and I hate the Wii controls or whatever. I'm not sure I would. Nausea is extremely good. Nausea fucks. You should play Nausea. Yeah, numerous sounds come out of the fucking Wiimote as well, which means, like, there's just this like, that's another thing that bothers me, actually. Like, you know, we can talk about this. Why not? Let's talk about it. Let's pause. Let's waiter! Waiter! I want some opinions! Wrong kind of waiter. No, like, the soundscape of Shattered Memories upsets me a lot. There's just this constant, like, noise going the whole fucking time you're playing that game. If there is an enemy near you, it comes out of the Wiimote like for like, and if like, oh, it goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on because it comes out of the Wiimote. You can mute the Wiimote speaker, but then you can't solve a puzzle later in the game where you are expected to like triangulate the appropriate position from the speaker, and if you mute the speaker in the game options, it comes through your headphones instead, so you just have this going through your ears constantly. It is piercingly loud, too. It's a grating sound. It's very annoying, and it's just a constant. That really bothers me about Shattered Memories, the sound design of that game. What the noise you will hear for 80% of that game is like someone putting a microphone in a tumble dryer. And that really sucks. Like, they try to do novel things with it, but it really sucks. Also, Shattered Memories managed to almost instantly get on my shit list because the very first puzzle is that it puts a keypad next to some numbers that you have to look at with your flashlight to decipher the numbers. And I looked at those numbers and I thought, okay, so these must have some relation to a keypad. But what I didn't realize, because fuck me, is that the numbers in question are formatted like a phone number. You have to type them into the phone. The problem is that they're formatted like an American phone number. You don't do that in Britain. So the puzzle doesn't fucking work in English. Because it's got like the fucking area code and shit. It was like, you don't... They're not formatted like that in England. I don't know if they're formatted like that anywhere else because it's got like the state number in it, right? That's like an American thing. Maybe there's some other place that has that kind of formatting. Whatever. The point is that you don't do it like that in England. So my brain didn't look at that number and think, oh, this is a phone number. So I spent like an hour wandering around. It wasn't that long, but I spent like more time than I was happy with wandering around trying to figure out like what the hell to do with this number. I was like, how am I supposed to like get a keypad from this? And I was like, and then someone in the chat was just like, I gave up and was like, chat, please just tell me what the fuck to do. And they're like, it's a phone number. And I was like, phone numbers aren't formatted like that in the UK. You released like, this is, I don't have an American copy of that game. I have a British copy. It's British copy. British copy. But like, no, like, come on, change the puzzle, please. Not in budget, I guess, but still, boo! I'm being hit by something. It's beneath the floor. Ah! Did it at least start with 555? No! Shattered Memories takes place somewhere. Enjoy Fate Detective meat. You gotta go make lunch? Well, have fun with that. I'll just be here being angry about video games on the internet. I don't remember this puzzle, god damn it. I'm losing face. Got it. I mean, either way, though, even if it does start with 555, I wouldn't guess that it's a phone number, because, again, phone numbers don't format like that outside of America.
Are you hurt bad?
Not at all, silly.
Dumkopf! Humdrum, thanks for the 100 bits.
Maria?
Damn, Maria, you live like this?
It stabbed you. There was blood everywhere.
Stabbed me? What do you mean?
It chased us to the elevator, and then...
James, what are you talking about?
Just before. Don't you remember?
James, honey, did something happen to you?
This one suffered
After
in the
we got
conversion
separated
process.
in that long hallway? Are you confusing me with someone else? You were always so forgetful. Remember that time in the hotel?
Maria?
You said you took everything, but you forgot that videotape we made. I wonder if it's still there.
How do you know about that? Aren't you Maria?
I'm not your Mary.
So, you're Maria?
I am. If you want me to be.
All I want from you is an answer.
It doesn't matter who I am. I'm here for you, James. See? I'm real.
It's been real. It's been real.
Don't you want to touch me?
I don't know.
Come and get me. I can't do
Love to
anything
pronounce
through
German
those
wrong
bars.
on purpose.
Okay.
He said that I could
Stay right there.
not that I could pronounce
I'll
it
be there
correctly on
soon.
purpose either. Ich. It's been real. That's just funnier to me. Ah, the camera goes round and around. Well, ich bin real. Too much emphasis, that hurts. That's why I could never speak German. The thing about England, right, is that the phone numbers in England pretty much all start with the same, like, the same 3 digits every time. So if it's if the digits are different, it, like, my brain won't understand that it's meant to be a phone number. I don't know how that didn't hit me. The phone number yeah. It's the phone number incident. It's me being upset about phone numbers, okay? The other puzzles in Shattered Memories were not as, like, frustrating. But just, that was, like, the very first puzzle it threw at me, and it really annoyed me. I'm changing it back to English. We have been in German for far too long. I almost just said Dutch. Dutch isn't even an option. Thomas Oro. Oro is in this game? Confirmed!
Daddy, please don't.
Doitsu is German in Japanese. It is. It is indeed German in Japanese. Ah. That's why when I was in Berlin for TwitchCon, someone on the subway tried to ask me for directions in a language I didn't understand. I assume it was German. They took a look at me and I guess they figured that I was German incorrectly. So they looked at me and asked me a question in German, and I replied by going, my brain short-circuited, and I went, Deutschjin janai yo. And they looked at me like I'd broken wind. Because when presented with non-English, my brain has a habit of defaulting to, like, the only other language I know, which is Japanese. It's like, why did I think he would understand that? Like, what part of that seemed like a good idea?
Are you okay?
But obviously, he just looked at me and was like... and just walked off, and I was like... he probably spoke English. If I just replied in English, I might have been able to pick that one up.
I'm not trying to order you.
So what do you want then?
It's so dumb.
You're trying to be nice to me, right? I know what you're up to. It's always the same. You're only after one thing.
No, that's not true at all.
You don't have to lie. Go ahead, say it.
You were in London and a couple asked me for directions, and when I said, sorry, I'm also a tourist, the husband, like, put his arm over him and said, oh, they're Americans.
You only care about
I do the same thing.
You disgusting pig.
Angela.
Don't touch me! You make me sick.
One of the other things I did in Berlin, by the way, is that the first night I was there, my flight got super fucking delayed, so I landed in Berlin at, like, the ass end of night.
You said your wife Mary.
And I couldn't get an Uber from the airport to where I was supposed to be staying.
Yes.
So I had to, like, figure out the Berlin subway system real quick. And I didn't understand you're supposed to pay for your ticket before you get on the train. Because there was no ticket gate. I was expecting a gate. So I just kept walking until I hit a gate. There isn't one. You're supposed to pay for a ticket and then get on. So there's no gate. So I just walked on and rode the fucking thing, like, halfway across the city. And at the end of it, I was like, are you supposed to pay for your train ride here? When I got to my accommodation and met the guy I was staying with. I was like, you're supposed to pay for, like, it's like, are you supposed to pay for your tickets here? Because there's no ticket gate. And the guy just looks at me and they're like, you're fucking hopeless. Oh, it really was first try arsonist. Unbelievable. Fine's pretty low. Well, I mean, nobody noticed. It was so late. I mean, I paid for my tickets the next few times I rode it. It was more important. No one ever checked the tickets, though. But they also weren't that expensive, either. You could have told them the first time. Well, the thing is, if they tried to ask me in German, I'd have pretended not to speak it. And I say pretend, I can't speak it. I probably would have defaulted to Japanese again and just confused everyone. That's how you get out of, like, having to be held accountable for your actions in a foreign country. Just pretend to only speak Japanese. It worked for me.
Maria? Maria?
Maria, no. What happened to you? Why?
I don't mean to be such a thundering dipshit. I just am like that. Yo, nice, Yanri. Well done. She's dead.
Mary.
It's the colonialist blood in me. Hey! Stuff it. This is a nice track, by the way. You know, I want to point something out about these games that is very often not considered when discussing, like, which ones are worth playing and which are not, which is that people say Silent Hill 2 is very, like, standalone, and that's kind of true, but it's also kind of not, because Silent Hill 2 is very much designed as a sequel to Silent Hill 1. And therefore, it works better if you have played the first one, although probably not anymore, because of how much people fucking talk about it. But it's intended to contrast the first game, right? Because the first one is a very simple mystery. You know, like Harry is exploring the unknown of Alessa, who is also his daughter, as it turns out. And so he unravels the mystery behind the town and the cult, but it's a very kind of, like, supernatural kind of horror, you know? It's that kind of game. And then Silent Hill 2 comes along and is like, oh, okay, they're thinking, okay, let's mix it up, let's do something different. So then, you know, you're going through the whole game and, you know, it's unknown, it's a mystery. But the mystery is that it's coming from you. Spooky. But that only works once. You can't keep doing that because then you get the Western Silent Hills and it's very boring because it's very obvious immediately that it's coming from them because they have no subtlety. But it's no longer a mystery because, like, you know, then it's just what you expect from Silent Hill 2, which is why they went back with Silent Hill 3, and in the start of 3, it's kind of a mystery at the beginning. It's like, you know, oh, you know, is it coming from Heather? Technically, yes, but not in the way that you think it would be coming off Silent Hill 2. And in fact, 3 is in many ways written as a response to 2, because 2 has heavy themes of guilt and regret and spiraling into depression and blah, blah, blah. Whereas 3 rejects that theme completely. It's like Heather has no guilt about shit. Heather gets revenge and succeeds, and she fucks off. That's 3. 3 rebukes the themes of 2. It's written to contrast that, in the same way that 2 is written to contrast the first game. Nobody ever considers these games as a set. They're always considering them in terms of continuity and how 1 is directly followed on by 3, and 2 is sort of like its own self-contained story in the middle. And that's true, but they are written in a way that they contrast each other as a set of 3 games. So I do not like it when people say that you should only play 1 or the other. It's like, no, you should play 3 in order because they contrast and they reply to the themes of each other. They are written as a set of games by the same people who had ideas that they wanted to express through their games. Hence, that's why they're like that. So yes, while 2 is a standalone story, it is very much written as part of a set. There you go. People don't talk about that enough, I think. I don't think the Silent Hill series as a series gets enough credit for the way each installment plays off the other one. Too much focus on continuity, not enough on the greater theming. Anyway.
Eddie? What are you doing? What does it look like? He always busted my balls. You fat, disgusting piece of shit. You make me sick. Fat ass, you're nothing but a waste of skin. You're so ugly, even your mama don't love you. Well, maybe he was right. Maybe I am nothing but a fat, disgusting piece of shit. But you know what? It doesn't matter if you're smart, dumb, ugly, pretty. It's all the same once you're dead. And a corpse can't laugh. From now on, if anyone makes fun of me, I'll kill him. Just like that.
Eddie, have you gone nuts?
I knew it. You too. You're just like him, James.
Hey, I didn't mean anything.
Don't bother. I understand. You've been laughing at me all along, haven't you? Ever since we first met. I'll kill you, James!
Big Sweepy! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ugh. Hey! Can't save.
Do you know what it does to you, James? When you're hated, picked on, spit on, just because of the way you look, after you've been laughed at your whole friggin' life. That's why I ran away after I killed the dog. Ran away like a scared little girl. Yeah, I killed that dog. It was fun. It tried to chew its own guts out. Finally died all curled up in a ball. Then he came after me. I shot him too, right in the leg. He cried more than the dog. He's gonna have a hard time playing football on what's left of that knee.
You think it's okay to kill people? You need help, Eddie.
Don't get all holy on me, James. This town called you too. You and me are the same. We're not like other people. Don't you know that? Let's party!
You just stood there. no! He's loose! He's on the loose!
Eddie? Eddie? I killed a human being. A human being.
A human being.
Mary. Did you really die 3 years ago?
Spoilers! Yeah. Let's save my game and let me take a piss. Because I need to pee. The chair is hiding something. I don't think so. Let's get back into it, shall we? Time to row a boat. Can't save. I like how the can't save icon gets more well defined the more I mash. Like, can you guys see that? Can you see how subtle that is? Can't save, like, it's thin, right? But if I mash it, it gets ever so slightly thicker. That must be so hard to see on stream. Because they're just layering on top of each other. That's another random fun fact that I should write down. Make a video about this. Clickbait content! The mystery of Silent Hill 2 Quick Save. Oh, fuck. I did say I was tired. Please excuse me. Get that before we go inside. I will inevitably forget what order to do the puzzle in, and I will just guess at it until everyone tells me to stop. Dude, I think if I really put my mind to it, I'd be a really good clickbait YouTuber. I have loads of fucking stupid, like, random bits of knowledge of these games. Me when I speedrun. Tweet that. Get 2,000 likes.
Did I scare you?
Yeah, you did.
You're here to find Mary.
See, I don't want to make
James?
20-minute videos. I guess this is where I fail as a clickbait YouTuber. I can't make long videos.
Is that why you're here too?
She's here, isn't she?
Did she? Thanks
You know
for the
where she
34
is?
months.
Tell me. I'm tired of walking.
I wish I knew.
But she said it in her letter.
What letter?
Wanna read it? But don't tell Rachel, okay?
Who's Rachel?
She was our nurse. I took it from her locker.
Who's Rachel? Now a word from our sponsor, Manscaped.
Laura, how old are you?
I turned 8 last week.
So, Mary couldn't have died 3 years ago. Could she really be here? Is this the quiet, beautiful place she was talking about?
Me and Mary talked a lot about Silent Hill. She even showed me all her pictures. She really wanted to come back. That's why I'm here. Maybe you'll get it if you see the other letter. The one Mary... Huh? I must have dropped it.
Laura!
I gotta find it.
Laura!
How did Mara and Laurie cross paths? You'd think they'd be in different wards? Apparently they were just like, the beds were just next to each other or something. Something actually surprisingly uncomplicated like that. But yeah, the music during that scene's very nice. The music during most of the cutscenes in general is very good. Man, imagine actually engaging with the combat. I've already read enough medical books. Hey, Glover. I forgot this game gives you a shit ton of ammo. I got the fucking turn thing. Boo! Can't be escaped, even when not speedrunning. Use the fish key. Make any changes to the game? Not in terms of content, but in terms of, like, it looking nice? Yeah. It's okay, this is fine. Photos are scattered all over the bed. Part of the photo's been colored over with a marker. Yeah, it's a mod that makes the PC version look much clearer. Although I guess the menu is actually still in 4:3, huh? Excuse me. Tired. It's catching up with me a bit. Hell! I happen to think it looks quite nice. Yeah, see ya. Whatever, man. But nothing happens. But nothing happens. But nothing happens. Weight allowance, 1 person, and we are carrying multiple people's worth of crap on us. Some of those items aren't necessary to put away. I think Mary's letter is okay. Damn, I can't even quick save bug in the elevator. This version's no fun at all. Apples and pumpkins here. There are tea bags and cookies here. They're all past their expiration dates. Soup cans are lined up here. I guess they're still okay, but I'm not hungry. Well, the game can save now. Yeah, if the game can't save, what really is the point of living, you know? I got the bar key. A tool for opening cans. There's light bulbs in the can. I got a light bulb. There's a jukebox here. It doesn't play, so it must be broken. Really, it must be broken. Must be now. Is that how it works? I left the hotel! James has decided this shit isn't worth it. There's nothing here that looks particularly useful. Right, how does this puzzle even work again? Seed of the princess who awoke from death. Clearly that's the Little Mermaid. No. No, no. Seed of the princess who fled at midnight. Gotta know your Disney. Well, I mean, they're all like... These are all like actual fairy tale. Like, they aren't all Disney, right? Like, Little Mermaid's based on something. I know that much. Got him. Sure did. Nice, Drobik. Choked on the word. I'm really good at just not saying words correctly today. I can't leave this hotel just yet. So I have heard. Before I do that, let me save the game. Can't use that here! Fuck yourself! I hate that!
Are you taping again? Come on.
Stop streaming, James.
I don't know why, but I just love it here. It's so peaceful. You know what I heard? This whole area used to be a sacred place. I think I can see why. It's too bad we have to leave. Please promise you'll take me again, James.
Through this very narrow interaction, it must be a blast during speedrunning this. Oh yeah, no, it's great. Why did he tape the murder, though? He's an influencer. He take it over his vacation. I mean, this it's like a hypothetical. I don't actually care, but it's one of those like funny like do a cinema says like, "Duh, why this?" It's like, it doesn't actually matter. You have to be a bit more hype
Mary.
for a reaction video.
So there you are, James. Did you get the letter? Did you find Mary? If not, let's get going already, okay?
Can we get an image of like a pog champing James be like, "I killed my wife? Gone wrong." Like 600k views.
Mary's gone. She's dead.
Liar, that's a lie!
No, that's not true.
She died because she was sick?
No, I killed her.
You killer! Why'd you do it? I hate you! I want her back! Give her back to me! I knew it! You didn't care about her! I hate you, James! I hate you! I hate you! I hate you! She was always waiting for you. Why? Why?
I'm sorry. The Mary you know isn't here.
And she fucks off.
Laura, I'm sorry.
Same angle as the guy in the apartments that we saw hours ago looking at a TV. The parallel was intentional.
I'm waiting for you.
Woo!
Please come to me. Do you hate me? Is that why you won't come? James?
That voice!
James? Please hurry. Are you lost? I'm near. I'm waiting nearby, James. Please. I want to see you, James. Can't you hear me? James. Please, James. 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 James.
It's the same angle of like the guy and the same animation even of the guy being like slumped in his seat. It's the same diddly dang thing. I think that's pretty neat. How does the doors here work again? They like teleport you around or some shit. Here we go. Fuck, I'm tired. No, wait, I just went backwards. That didn't work at all. That's it, there you go. water sound effects are getting on your nerves. Why you gotta be like that? It's all flooded now. The water texture is intriguing. Was it always this bright? Is it always also just like pulsating up and down uncontrollably? Does it like settle? It just kind of goes. Does it react to the player? I'm messing with water physics. Oh, there's more health drinks here. Hello. It does react to the player, huh? It's physics-based. This is like that. Have you ever seen those like TV ads for like that shit where you put it like they advertise it to kids where like they put like a powder like fucking Jello in the bath? And it's like, you know, bathe in Jello. It's fun for the kids, and then that shit gets everywhere and sticks to like everything, and it's terrible. And it's like actually the worst thing. It reminds me of that. Have you guys ever seen that shit?
I disagree.
Yo, Loki, thanks for the Prime Gaming. You don't recall Bath Jello? Well, you are missing out. The game is muted.
Mama!
Sorry, I alt-tabbed real
Mama,
quick.
I was looking for you. Now you're the only one left. Maybe then I can rest. Mama!
Apparently the game mutes when it's out of window focus.
You're not my mama. It's you. Oh, I'm sorry.
Angela, no.
Thank you for saving me. But I wish you hadn't.
Have a mean with James.
Even Mama said it. I deserved what happened.
No, Angela, that's wrong.
That's wrong!
No. Don't pity me. I'm not worth it.
Have you guys noticed that this is actually a remix of Laura's theme? Because it is.
Or maybe you think you can save me. Will you love me? Take care of me? Heal all my pain? That's what I thought.
Or at least the same motif, I guess.
James. Give me back that knife.
No. I won't.
Saving it for yourself?
Me? No. I'd never kill myself.
Sponsored by Viking Knives. This looks supposed to be serious, you know.
It's hot as hell in here.
You see it too. For me, it's always like this.
And that's the best line in the franchise. Woohoo! And she's gone. Everything's fucked. Shit gets rusty, all doors are locked. Except it's kind of the opposite of shit gets rusty or... By the way, this is also very cool. 9 of them. Is there any definitive explanation for the 9 red squares? No, it just looks cool. It's like, it's the save point, but it's bigger, and there's more of them. It's the same reason why the final save point in Silent Hill 3 is like the whole room.
Leave us both the hell alone!
Because like Silent Hill 3 save point is like the halo of the sun, so the last one in the game is a huge fucking one on, like, a massive one on the ground. It's the whole room.
I was weak. That's why I needed you. Needed someone to punish me for my sins. But that's all over now.
You don't really understand any of the plot.
I know
James
the truth.
killed his wife and he feels guilty about
Now
it. That's
it's
the
time
summation
to
of it.
end this.
Fuck, I forgot these guys have hitboxes of fucking Waldstein. Get out of here. Ah, fuck. It's a good thing I got all the resources known to fucking man here. Like, I'll be straight with you. I don't know. I actually do not know how you're supposed to fight this. Ow. Like, normally? like normal for true? I have no idea how you're supposed to do this. Yo, nice trade. Fuck. You do it in a speedrun? In a speedrun, it depends on the category. No, stop! What was that? What was that spin move, man? Fuck the trade. I'm getting beamed! You ever understood why there were 2 pyramid heads? I don't know, fun? There you go. get a scarlet egg, and you get a rust-colored egg. In Silent Hill 3, you have to fight 50 pyramid heads on a platform. Yeah, go on then. Why not? You know, it can't hurt. What do the eggs symbolize? Well, one is Maria, and the other's Mary.
Mary?
What do you want, James?
That's why one is coloured scarlet and the other's not.
I brought you some flowers.
Flowers? I don't want any damn flowers. Just go home already.
Mary, what are you saying?
Look, I'm disgusting. I don't deserve flowers. Between the disease and the drugs, I look like a monster. Well, what are you looking at? Get the hell out of here. Leave me alone already. I'm no use to anyone. I'll be dead soon anyway. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. It'd be easier if they'd just kill me. But I guess the hospital is making a nice profit off me. They want to keep me alive. Are you still here? I told you to go. Are you deaf? Don't come back. James, wait. Please don't go. Stay with me. Don't leave me alone. I didn't mean what I said. Please, James. Tell me I'll be okay. Tell me I'm not going to die. Help me.
Listening to that in full is also one of the things that tips the scales towards one of the endings. This is another one of the reasons you're very likely to get the Maria ending during a speedrun, because if you interrupt that halfway through, you don't get full points. There's an angle to run at here. Can you get the water ending during a speedrun? Realistically, no. I mean, I have done it a couple of times. So yeah, but like not really on purpose. The thing about that, right, is that this game waits away from the last ending you got.
Mistake. Mary's dead. You killed her.
Maria? It's you. But I don't need you
What?
anymore.
It waits away from the last ending you got. It tries not to give you the same ending twice.
But I can be yours. I'll be here for you forever. And I'll never yell at you or make you feel bad. That's what you want.
So the exact same performance can sometimes give you different endings. Because it tries not to give you the same ending twice.
I understand now. It's time to end this nightmare.
No, I won't let you. You deserve to die too, James.
It also, this actually has an impact on the run as well, because the Maria ending has the boss start in a different place. Which is actually a total pain in the ass. Whoosh! Whoosh! Ah! Perfect! That'd be good in a fucking speedrun. Can the chainsaw not hit? Are you kidding? Ah, come on! No! No! Come on, man! This is bullshit! Seriously? It has the vertical hitbox on this is that bad? Ah, come on! It really can't! Fuck's sake. Doesn't have a slash move? Yeah, but I don't know how to do it. Hit all of the buttons. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm hitting all the buttons. James! James! Time to Google the slash move. No, we're not going to do that.
James.
Bonk.
Mary?
Fuck's sake. Chainsaw can't hit her because she's too low to the ground.
James.
I was trying to hold attack. It didn't work.
Forgive me.
It might be because I'm playing 2D controls. That actually might make a difference.
I told you that I wanted to die, James. I wanted the pain to end.
That's why I did it, honey. I just couldn't watch you suffer. No. That's not true. You also said you didn't want to die. The truth is, I hated you. I wanted you out of the way. I wanted my life back.
James, if that were true, then why do you look so sad?
Mary?
James. Please. Please do something for me. Go on with your life.
Jamez.
In my restless dreams, I see that town. Silent Hill.
Hey, the Enhanced Edition fixes the letterboxing on this.
You promised you'd take me there again someday. But you never did. Well, I'm alone there now. In our special place. Waiting for you. Waiting for you to come to see me. But you never do. And so I wait, wrapped in my cocoon of pain and loneliness. I know I've done a terrible thing to you. Something you'll never forgive me for. I wish I could change that.
It's the leave ending, I think.
But I can't.
I did fulfill all the criteria for it.
I feel so pathetic and ugly laying here, waiting for you. Every day I stare up at the cracks in the ceiling, and all I can think about is how unfair it all is. The doctor came today. He told me I could go home for a short stay. It's not that I'm getting better. It's just that this may be my last chance. I think you know what I mean. Even so, I'm glad to be coming home. I've missed you terribly. But I'm afraid, James. I'm afraid you don't really want me to come home. Whenever you come see me, I can tell how hard it is on you. I don't know if you hate me or pity me, or maybe I just disgust you. I'm sorry about that. When I first learned that I was going to die, I just didn't want to accept it. I was so angry all the time, and I struck out at everyone I loved most.
No, I think Heather and Harry get off pretty well in their
Especially
respective
you,
games.
James.
Heather tries to get revenge and succeeds.
That's why I understand if you do hate me. But I want you to know this, James. I'll always love you. Even though our life together had to end like this, I still wouldn't trade it for the world. We had some wonderful years together. Well, this letter has gone on too long, so I'll say goodbye. I told the nurse to give this to you after I'm gone. That means that as you read this, I'm already dead. I can't tell you to remember me, but I can't bear for you to forget me. These last few years since I became ill, I am so sorry for what I did to you, did to us. You've given me so much, and I haven't been able to return a single thing. That's why I want you to live for yourself now. Do what's best for you, James. James, you made me happy.
Perfect! In every way! That's the reason people remember this game. I mean, not exclusively that. But all of that's fucking brilliant. It's so good. Silent Hill 2, baby! Yeah, Silent Hill 2 is good, actually. Very controversial opinion. Yeah, just like, I can't ask you to remember me, but I can't bear for you to forget me. It's just... No, Angelo, thanks for the raid. GG reclaiming. Like, that was barely audible because the credits are so fucking loud, but thanks for the 300 bits, Humdrum. It's a really good ending. It's a really good ending. Like, I'm gonna hit you guys with the slightly controversial opinion now that we're like at the end of the game. This is not my favorite Silent Hill. My favorite, like my unproblematic favorite is 3. Without question. I tend to think of the middle section of Silent Hill 2 kind of fucking dragged. Like, I get it. I get why people like it. But I find the prison, the labyrinth, I find them kind of boring. Like, I get it's like a, go down to the depths, it makes use of impossible space. It's all theming, right? It's not done without purpose. I think it dragged. But the reason it's held in such high regard is because the ending sequence from, like, the hotel onward is incredibly good. It really comes together very well at the end. But again, it's the kind of thing you can only do once. People are always like, I wish Silent Hill was more like this and not like the other thing. But like, I don't know, you can't do this twice. Or maybe you can, but you need to change it somehow. There's English supervisor translator Jeremy Blaustein. Jeremy Blaustein is the reason any fucking PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2 game made by Konami in like the late 90s to the early 2000s is worth a shit. Because like Blaustein's the English translators for Silent Hills 1 to 3, the first Metal Gear Solid, Symphony of the Night. He wrote What Is a Man? He wrote everything good. Every good, memorable thing from Konami's games of the period, Blaustein. He translated Silent Hill 3, and the translation of that game is superb. It's so good. Kojima did dislike him for his localization of Metal Gear Solid, which is crazy because his translation of that game is so good. It's because he got fancy with it, it wasn't like faithful, but who fucking cares? He's good at it. It was great. I love his work. He was ahead of the game. He was ahead of his time. Like, people are only just now catching up to the standard. Oh yeah, here's the credits for the actual Enhanced Edition. Shoutouts to Big Man Japan. I mean, I like Kojima, and I like Kojima's games, but I feel like I don't know, it was a miss to sort of, like, blow off Blaustein's efforts, because his translation of the first game is incredibly good. And here's the credits, because the actual people who did the port to the original PC were not credited properly in the original release. Konami. So the team restored the proper credits in this fan version. Along with a bunch of other people from Konami America who were not properly credited in the original release of the video game. Like, for whatever reason, a whole bunch of staff of, like, the English localization and the PC port were not credited properly in the original PC release, so this fan patch restores the proper credits. Or you could say it adds an addendum. It addendums the credits. Dean Calver, in particular, by the way, of Creature Labs, who helped port this game to PC, they're a British studio, is actually very receptive to questions about, like, the PC port itself on, like, the GitHub page. He seems like a cool guy. When I did my Silent Hill 2 run at GDQ, I said something like, this port's a bit of a mess because it was thrown together under a tight deadline and they weren't given anywhere near enough budget to complete it. That's not my words, it's the words of the developers. I'm quoting him. He said that, not me. Results! Action level normal. Ending leave. Leave! Fine, I'll fucking leave then. I don't gotta be here. This is bullshit. Save clear data? I don't need to save fucking clear data. Stop that save attempt. I've never cleared in my life.
Congrats on the WRXD.
Congrats on the WR. Thanks, Samira, for the 500 bits. So what's next? Well, of course. Of course. A special something. Do you really think I wasn't gonna do it? Did you remember I even picked it up? I like how they directed him to speak Japanese for that line. I can't see. Fuck. It was horribly misshapen. If a dog wore headphones, would it be like this? Or like this? I don't know where I am. Where's the camera? I can't see shit in this thing. Headphones do not help. I'm gonna be level with you guys, it's too hot to wear this thing right now. Sorry. I wanted to keep that on, but holy shit, it's warm in there. Yeah, no, that's actually just the English voice actor speaking Japanese for that line. This game doesn't have a Japanese voice track, it's only English. It's even in the Japanese release, it's English voices with Japanese subtitles. Which, as I've discussed a few times, is actually fairly common for survival horror games. Ah. 1999 to 2001, Konami Computer Entertainment Tokyo, all rights reserved. Oh, and there's the proper credits game. We don't need to see the credits twice. You already got thanked once. You want a second thanks? Fuck yourselves. Right, and that's Silent Hill 2, the Enhanced. Now time for Born from a Wish. I'm tired, dude. Born from a Wish is like 10 minutes long and very insubstantial. For my purposes, I'm willing to call that a stream. I'm calling that a stream. I'm calling it here, okay? That's Silent Hill 2 the Enhanced Edition. That's a very good fan mod improvement remaster thing. That works very well. I didn't encounter any major issues, and it looks good. I would recommend that for your first playing experience, I think. I could recommend that. I've never tried the Enhanced Edition before. I wanted to, because, like, I don't know, people talk about it a lot, and it's like, I have no experience with it, so seemed worth the punt. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, please drop me a follow on Twitch, because I play survival horror games or something. Not all the time, but, you know, reasonably frequently. I suppose it is supposed to be, like, the main thing that I do. And follow my Twitter, and join the community Discord. I'm gonna chill out for the rest of the day. Did GOG pull Silent Hill 2 and 3 from the store? They've never been up. They were never available in the first place. Yeah, for some reason only 4 is on GOG. Beats me, dude. Also, check out my YouTube channel, where the newest video at the moment is a highlight reel of me playing through Deep Fear for the Sega Saturn, which is a first-party Sega-made Resident Evil knockoff. It's quite the experience. I recommend you check it out, especially if you enjoyed this playthrough. You're probably into horror games of this type. I wish I'd made a command that did a direct link. I didn't. I forgot. So check it out there if you would be so kind to. Thank you very much. So on that note, I'm gonna skedaddle for now. Thank you very much again for watching, and good night, good evening, good morning. It's probably not morning anywhere, but still. Bye-bye for now.